David and Victoria Beckham have been married for 26 years, and their 1999 wedding still feels like one of those moments that defined an era.
And I cannot believe it's been 20 years. I mean, it makes me feel quite old, actually.
Only a few photos from their big day were ever made public, but over the years, the couple have shared little glimpses. Like when Victoria posted a video in 2023 of them cutting their wedding cake to celebrate their 24th anniversary. So, let's rewind to the day Posh met Prince Charming at the altar.
I was just very, very happy.
Their wedding took place on July 4th, 1999, at the stunning Luttrellstown Castle just outside Dublin, Ireland. And no, this wasn't your average wedding venue. We're talking about a 15th century castle sitting on a 560-acre estate, complete with 20 bedrooms and a ballroom. The ceremony reportedly cost around $800,000, but for one of the biggest couples of the late 90s, would we expect anything less? The ceremony itself was surprisingly small. Only 29 guests watched as David and Victoria exchanged vows, and right after they said their I do's, a dove was released into the air. Romantic, right? To top it off, a flag was raised above the castle that read VBD, standing for Victoria, Brooklyn, and David. Yes, they made sure their newborn son, Brooklyn, was part of the moment too. The reception, though, was where things went from intimate to iconic. Around 230 guests joined the celebration, and the couple famously sat on matching gold thrones. Yes, thrones for their dinner. Their first dance? A classic, Frank Sinatra's It Had to Be You. It doesn't get more timeless than that.
It was amazing.
But according to Victoria, things weren't quite as over the top as the media made them seem. Speaking at the Business of Fashion's Voices event in 2022, she said, "I think the media glamorized the wedding much more than it actually was." Still, the guest list was star-studded. The Spice Girls were all there: Jerry, Mel B, Emma, and Mel C, along with several of David's Manchester United teammates, like Gary Neville and Ryan Giggs. Elton John was also supposed to sing at the wedding, but he had to bow out due to health reasons. Even so, the mix of football and pop royalty made for quite the crowd. Now, let's talk fashion, because it wouldn't be a Beckham wedding without some iconic looks. For the ceremony, Victoria wore a Vera Wang gown in a soft champagne color, complete with a sculptural neckline and a 20-foot train. She topped it off with an 18-karat gold tiara by Slim Barrett, glittering with diamonds. The tiara was later auctioned off, but the gown? Victoria still has it. In fact, she slipped back into it in 2018 for a British Vogue video.
You know I'm a minimalist, right? Super simple, every time. Very, very simple.
David looked equally sharp in a cream suit with a satin cravat and pinstripe vest, perfectly matching baby Brooklyn, who served as the ring bearer in his own tiny cream outfit. And if that wasn't adorable enough, the family later changed into matching purple outfits for the reception. Even Brooklyn had his own little purple suit and hat. Seriously, could they be any cuter?
He's a really, really, really great dad. He's a fantastic husband. He works so hard. And I feel very lucky that we have each other.
Years later, David laughed about it on BBC Radio, saying, "I even had a top hat in purple. What was I thinking? I looked like the guys out of Dumb and Dumber." Hey, at least he can laugh about it now. That's peak self-awareness. Victoria, meanwhile, defended their history of matching outfits during an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
It just seemed like a really good idea at the time, you know.
We're matching outfits together.
It really did. And, you know, I think that there was a naivety then. We didn't know about fashion. We were just having fun with it, which, to be honest with you, is kind of the way it should be. I really wish I had the courage to do it more now.
And then there was the cake. Their multi-tiered dessert, designed by British artist Damien Hirst, was anything but ordinary. It featured layers of apple and chocolate cake, decorated with greenery, gold leaf, and topped with a sculpture of the couple, nearly nude, but in a tongue-in-cheek artistic way. When it came time to cut the cake, they didn't use a knife. Nope, they used a saber, because of course they did. The pair began dating and soon announced their engagement. David had proposed to Victoria with an engagement ring worth $85,000. Not only that, but in 1998, the lovebirds announced they were expecting their first child. And all this was only a year after they started dating.
I couldn't wait to marry him. I couldn't wait to say, yes, I do, and I'm married.
Things continued going smoothly for the couple, and they welcomed their second son, Romeo James, in 2002. A year later, David joined the Spanish soccer team Real Madrid, so the whole family moved to the capital city of Spain with him. Once they had settled in the new city, the couple became the center of infidelity rumors. David was photographed leaving a Madrid nightclub with a mystery woman. She was later revealed to be his assistant, Rebecca Luz. Luz's brother told the Daily Mail that the footballer had been unfaithful. She has confirmed to me she had an affair with David. Rebecca herself talked about the alleged infidelity in an interview with Sky TV, where she described her alleged intimate life with the soccer player. He is a very generous lover. He gives a lot. He pleases, she stated. Meanwhile, David claimed the allegations were false. Luckily, these rumors didn't break up the couple, who had their third child, Cruz David, in 2005. After some successful years with Real Madrid, David changed teams and joined the LA Galaxy, prompting the family to move across the world yet again. By this point, the couple had become icons in the eye of the public. Maybe that's part of the reason why their 2009 ad campaign with Emporio Armani raised so much attention. Another reason, of course, would be that the ad had the couple lying together wearing very little clothing. That same year, the couple had their 10th wedding anniversary. To commemorate, the soccer star had 10 roses tattooed around his arms, one for each year. 2 years later, the pair was invited to one of the world's most aristocratic events, Kate Middleton's royal wedding with William, Prince, and future King of England. The former singer was pregnant again and showed off her beautiful baby bump. In July 2011, the couple welcomed their first daughter.
She loves to wear little dresses, but then she loves to put her football boots on and get in the garden with her brothers and have a bit of rough and tumble, which I think is great.
2 years later, David retired from soccer at age 38. The family decided to move back to the United Kingdom to support Victoria's business.
I love to make women feel like the best version of themselves.
Victoria was often up in the middle of the night having conference calls with her staff across the pond, and it just wore her down. She felt that she had sacrificed a lot for David by moving to California, a source told Radar Online. Victoria herself admitted that it was hard for her. I have a lot on my plate. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Luckily, the soccer star was supportive, and the family moved back to England. The star's romance continued going strong, and in 2017, they renewed their vows after 18 years of marriage. It seems like the pair's efforts to improve and maintain their relationship are fruitful, since they continue dedicating lovely details to each other, even after decades of marriage. For their 20th wedding anniversary, they celebrated with a private tour of the Palace of Versailles, a French historical monument which once hosted Marie Antoinette herself. It certainly sounds romantic. Victoria shared the experience on her Instagram, where she wrote, "The most incredible visit on a very special day." At the end of the caption, the ex-Spice wrote, "Can't believe it's been 20 years." In the following years, the couple continued posting tributes on social media, commemorating anniversaries and birthdays. Like they say on Instagram, couple goals. The ex-singer has continued gushing about her husband. In an interview with Grazia, she said, "David is an incredible dad and husband, and he's very supportive of my work. We are really good partners." Victoria also posted on social media to celebrate her and her husband's anniversary. She wrote, "They say he isn't funny. They say I never smile. They said it wouldn't last. Today we celebrate 23 years being married. David, you are my everything. I love you so much." David also shared a tribute in the shape of a clip from a 90s TV interview he and Victoria did. In it, actor Sacha Baron Cohen, who was playing a character, asked David if he was into the Spice Girls before meeting Victoria. The soccer star smiled and answered, "No, but I was into Posh." David and Victoria are one of the celebrity couples who have been together the longest, and it's clear they are also one of the strongest ones. Here at Rumour Juice, we hope they share many more years of marriage and wish they continue sharing sweet tributes and making our hearts melt.